Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. For today's video, we are going to be reacting to a video by the channel Swish Out, essentially talking about LeBron James, how some of his recent decisions could lead to the downfall of the rest of his career, which definitely makes sense because, you know, when LeBron's on a basketball team, he is going to make the choices that he wants to make, bringing the guys that he wants to bring in to bring success, or in some cases failure, to the team, man. So I thought this was a good video to react to because we just hit 290,000 subscribers. And as some of you guys may know, for every 10,000 subscribers we get, we add a new member to the team. We got Luka and we got Damian Lillard. And today, man, at 290,000 subscribers, entering the starting lineup forever is going to be the man himself, LeBron James, baby. We're number 6. We're number 6. So, yeah, I'll take care of that later. But let's go ahead, check out this video, and see what exactly Swish Out means by LeBron's decisions essentially ruining the end of his career. All right, guys, let's check this out, man. We got Russell Westbrook, Poland, baby. Ooh, damn. Looking like Crispy at the YMCA days.
All right, man. LeBron has finally done it. He's dug himself into something that he may not be able to get out of. The Lakers right now.
That's because time is not on his side anymore.
0-3 with truthfully little to no light at the end of that tunnel. They have like the most disorganized franchise in the sport. They have an owner who's clearly there off of her family's reputation and branding. A GM who, over the past 2 seasons, you can legitimately and correctly call him the worst GM in the NBA. They just gave this man.
He's trying to make things work.
He's done nothing these past 2 years but destroy a championship roster and replace it with the worst constructed team in the NBA. And the only sense of optimism that they do have will run out quickly if they don't make a move. The only and obvious answer.
You know, I'm going to say in all fairness, though, like, Russell Westbrook was coming off a pretty decent season with the Washington Wizards. And, like, Kyle Kuzma, he had chemistry with LeBron and AD. It just appeared so with that. KCP was a good fit, but it's KCP in the end of the day. Like, I still see why the trade went down, but I can also see why now, too, why it's definitely failed. Like, just because it might have been, like, a decent trade at the time doesn't mean it's a good fit in the future.
The Lakers this season is to get off that Russ expiring contract and trade him and fill out that roster with better fits. But it's seeming like Pelinka is waiting for the season to age a bit to get a better possible deal that literally may not even exist.
Yeah, I don't think it's going
yes,
to.
Rob, we understand the logic. A team will be much more likely to take Russ for just 1 pick as opposed to 2 when it's like 50 games left in the season and they're tanking and they can just pay Russ to get out the way. So I get it. They're trying to preserve the future. But the problem with that is if you wait and continue to start a season out waiting for a better deal, you're not going to have much season left to contend with. I don't think Rob understands. Maybe he's deceived by LeBron's numbers. LeBron is 38 years old. It's not the same LeBron in 2018. The Lakers right now sit at 0-3 in the West.
Damn,
literally with every
0-3.
single team that's tanking, trying to get Victor Wembanyama.
Rockets, Kings, Thunder. Damn, man. Yeah, it's not. It's not great. It's
All
not
the teams
great.
right now that's tanking, they own their first-round picks next year. The Lakers don't. The Pelicans own the Lakers' first-round picks, or at least the rights to swap the first-round picks.
I swear. If the Pelicans give Victor Wembanyama, wow. Can you imagine Zion and Victor on the same team? Can you imagine having to deal with that? Like, Jonas Valanciunas, you're cool and everything, but maybe like Scoot Henderson, that'd be pretty solid too, man. Put CJ back at the 2 spot. I'll be kind of down with it.
And the year after that. So losing does nothing for you this year. It does everything for the Pelicans. And waiting, all it does is drain what's left.
Yeah, Pelicans are all like
LeBron in the past has
keep on losing, Russ.
Bully his GM into making whatever move he wanted while still contending with whatever team he currently had. He can't do that anymore, and he's not in the East. The Cavs in 2018, a team I'm going to make a video about soon. When LeBron made the most GM moves of all time, sending D-Wade back home to Miami, moving Derrick Rose, sending Isaiah Thomas to the LA, moving Jay Crowder, when he did that.
Man said D-Rose to Utah.
12 games above 500 at that time. 3rd in the Eastern Conference. It was no play-in, and LeBron was 33, 34 years old. The Cavs at that time, even with those terrible fits, they could afford to stall out the season, wait for better deals, and move accordingly. The Lakers, if they wait till Thanksgiving, Christmas, they're going to be 10 to 15 games under 500, and that's a fact. Then we're not even accounting for the fact that you have to work these players into rhythm and cross your fingers that AD or Bron doesn't get hurt, because if they do, which they can, that's going to be even more of a disaster. Now, right now with the Lakers, they have the worst.
You know, if I'm the Lakers management, the way that I'm looking at things right now is I'm looking at the future without LeBron. Like, if LeBron is on the team and he's 97 years of age, he's going to be playing good basketball probably, right? But I do think they have to think about it now as like, okay, Anthony Davis is the guy that could, you know, be on the team of the future and everything like that. Like, how can we make the most out of that situation? Because I think trying to like cater towards LeBron in this short-term window where there really is no future and no assets to trade right now outside of all those picks, which like, well, I guess those 2 picks they have. I just don't know if it's worth it. I don't know if it's worth like betting the entire future on 1 to 2 seasons with LeBron. Like, you are the Los Angeles Lakers. You're going to be able to bring in talent and bring in, you know, big name free agents no matter what. Like, that's just the Lakers branding and everything. So, yeah, I think I'm done with the GM stuff.
Together roster in the entire NBA. And I mean that. Their starters this season, they're shooting 18% from deep. 18%. As a team.
That's definitely crispy YMCA
early,
numbers.
I don't think it's going to get much better.
On about 30 attempts a game, too.
Overnight become better shooters. They're shooting a league low 21% from deep. That's by far the worst. And they're still shooting the 7
Russell,
votes.
8.3%.
As a team that legitimately can't shoot at all, their only recipe for contention this year is to play lights out defense, chase everybody off the 3-point line, making them shoot 2s because that's the only way they can score, and play bully ball offensively, which is like 1980s basketball.
It's not a winning formula anymore.
Threes or go blow for blow with a team from deep. So they have to try their absolute hardest to chase everybody off the 3-point line, forcing them inside.
And that's going to wear out the team quickly.
Because they can't
very quickly.
Right now, and I know it's extremely early, but I just don't think it's going to get better with how they're constructed. They sit as the 3rd best defensive team and the 3rd worst offensive team. You know how the Warriors or the Celtics or the Bucks or any good team, they can afford to blow a few defensive assignments or give up a 10-12.
Yeah, they'll make up for it that 3-point shot.
Back into it offensively. The Lakers can't do that. Like a 10-12-0 run feels like a 30-0 run for them. The Lakers won a championship literally 2 years ago. They weren't the best 3-point shooting team. They were the 21st best shooting team, but they had a recipe that worked. They were huge, so they grabbed the 9th most rebounds a game.
Come on, man. I don't care if it's short or not, baby.
They defended their asses off, and offensively, even though they weren't the best percentages-wise, they did have true floor spacers that at least made defenses have to be honest. The new Lakers, they're a terrible rebounding team, giving up 50 boards a game. The worst scoring.
Don't blame on Darvin Ham. Hey, don't blame on Darvin Ham. This dude is a leader right here, man. Like, he just put into a bad situation with the Lakers. Darvin Ham's going to be a great damn coach, and I hate that his legacy is going to be soiled with this nonsense on LA, man. It's just how it is.
On their defense to be like the 96 Bulls, which to me, again, isn't sustainable.
Not biased either.
And Anthony Davis, bro, I'm sorry. This season, defensively, he's been a lot more attentive. 6 blocks against Portland. He's active. He took a hard fall against the Clippers, came back into the game. His motor has been a lot higher, but he just can't shoot. Like back then, when people compared him and Giannis, they used to say,
I'm going to make a statement here. I don't know if y'all are going to, ride with me on this one or not. Do you guys feel like Anthony Davis? No, I'm not ready to say that yet. I was going to say, do you feel like Anthony Davis is the new Dwight Howard? Where it's just like after his time, well, no, because I mean, he had the, won the bubble ring and everything like that. But, you know what I'm saying? It was like once Dwight left the Magic in those dominant years, he started, having a history of injuries, still having really good seasons, but, it wasn't like the Magic days. And eventually just becoming like injured. Well, yeah, Dwight Howard stays injured with back issues and everything like that. But I'm obviously a lot older than Anthony Davis is now too. So it's like we still have to see the rest of AD's career play out before I make that full-on comparison. But I'm just wondering if like the trajectory of that starting to happen a little bit.
Well, Anthony Davis has a deeper bag. He's a lot more
no longer the guy. He's a guy, not the guy.
That's not true anymore. Last season, AD shot 35% on jump shots, literally just like Giannis. This season, and it's extremely early, I understand that. Giannis is 6 for 12 on jump shots. That's 50%.
Yeah, AD got to stop shooting. Damn.
3 for 24 on jump shots. That's 12%. AD has been awful.
What happened to him?
From the rim and from deep, he's literally just like Russ. He's just as bad. He's terrible. LeBron, he's probably their best shooter, and he's relying way too much on his threes to make up for the slack of the rest of the team. And we know LeBron is streaky. Russ, and I'm not trying to pile on, but it's just the obvious. Like, he's clearly not that good of a player anymore in offense.
Yeah, and to go off the piling on thing, I think that Russell Westbrook is way overhated. I feel like people attack him and his personality and some of his antics and things like that. I think it's kind of unfair. He gets a lot more criticism than other players get. I think we could recognize that he's like not a good player on this team, not a good fit. But damn, some of the hate he gets, I just like, it's a little bit too much sometimes.
His confidence is shots. He's 4 for 20 on jump shots, and he's 6 for 17 on layups.
I feel bad for him.
This man does nothing for your team positively. Nothing. Like, nothing for your team. Off the ball, they're putting centers on this man because that's how much of a liability he is for that offense. He's making that offense play 4 on 5. They're already a bad offensive team as far as shooting. You put Russ on the floor, and now you're basically playing 2, 3, 4 on 5.
The Lakers' top 3 players, well, I don't know if they're top 3 anymore, but, you know, LeBron, Anthony Davis, Russell Westbrook, the top 3 largest names on the team. The issue is that they're all guys that require different types of offenses around them to work and succeed. And this way this Lakers team's built, it's just all thrown together.
5 at a time. Look at how these teams are playing them, knowing they have no spacing. And Darvin Ham, everybody tried to make it seem like Frank Vogel was the problem. Fire Frank. He's being way too nice to Russ and all that. Against Portland, they were up 98-90, and they went on a run without Russell Westbrook being on the floor. They were up 98-90 when they put Russell Westbrook back in. He plays 4 minutes in the fourth quarter. 4 minutes, and he's a -10.
Ooh.
He literally completely swung the game the other direction. The game wasn't all on Russ because LeBron juiced the clock on a possession and took that crazy.
Bring him off the bench, like.
Patrick Beverly had a bad
it's just his
shot.
role now.
Their
so
late game execution is collectively terrible. But Darvin Ham was supposed to be this authoritative figure because he played and he can actually coach Russ, and he has a bond with Russ that Frank Vogel didn't have. He's the exact same. He's scared of Russell Westbrook. He's scared of what Russell Westbrook is going to say in the press, so he's forcing this man into games when he clearly doesn't fit. And Patrick Beverly, bro, he's not a splash bro. He's just not. This man is taking one shot that wasn't a three-pointer this year.
Damn, brick,
and the rest of them have been all clinks. Like, they sadly brought him in as a little bit of a savior for them offensively because they looked at his three-point percentages. And I'm not going to lie, I bought into it a little bit too. But he's clearly been a player that's feasting.
Yeah, big difference between having, you know, AD space on the floor for you to open, you know, keeping those shots open on the Lakers and Karl Anthony Towns doing it when he's having success on the T-Wolves.
Off of being that forgotten man. Like the Clippers have Kawhi, Paul George, Lou Williams, and Pat Bev. So he going to get his little efficient splits off of being that forgotten guy. You start depending on that, and he's Patrick Beverly. You can't ask this man to be one of your best, most reliable three-point shooters because that's just not what he is. He has to feast off of everybody else's talent, where his threes don't really mean that much to the game. So the Lakers this year are a mess. I know in my bold predictions video, I said they can possibly win 50 games and all that. I throw all that out unless they make a trade within the next 2 weeks. I throw all that out. I was tripping, and I was kind of assuming that they would make a move, but it's looking like they're going to.
It's not even tripping, like.
So I'm off that. If you guys like this video, I have
all right, that's all we got. Link to Swish Out's channel description below. Thank you all so much for watching. Peace out, my friends.